Ladies and gentlemen, today I invite you to reflect on a struggle many of us face: overthinking. In a world filled with uncertainties, we often find ourselves trapped in endless cycles of analysis, fear, and doubt. We seek solutions through logic alone, forgetting that peace is not a product of human effort but a divine gift. Overthinking does not solve problems, it magnifies them. It causes us to relive past mistakes and fear the future, robbing us of the ability to enjoy the present. The more we dwell on what we cannot control, the more restless our minds become. But there is a way of trust, surrender, and peace. True peace is not found in having all the answers, but in knowing that a greater plan is at work. When we release our worries and embrace faith, we align ourselves with a wisdom beyond our understanding. This is where real clarity and confidence emerge. So I urge you today, let go of excessive reasoning and step into the calm assurance of divine guidance. Replace your anxious thoughts with faith. Embrace the perfect peace that is already available to you. Overthinking is a habit that many people develop, often without realizing how much it affects their well-being. It starts with a simple concern or a problem, but as the mind continues to analyze, question, and predict possible outcomes, it creates a cycle of anxiety. The more we overanalyze, the more difficult it becomes to take action, leading to a state of mental exhaustion and indecision. When we overthink, we allow fear and doubt to take control. We replay past mistakes, wondering what we could have done differently. We worry about the future, imagining worst-case scenarios that may never happen. This endless cycle does not change the past or secure the future. It only steals our ability to live fully in the present moment. Overanalyzing situations can also weaken our confidence. Instead of trusting our instincts and making decisions with clarity, we hesitate, afraid of making the wrong choice. This fear keeps us stuck, preventing us from progressing toward our goals. The truth is, overthinking does not solve problems, it only magnifies them. The key to overcoming this mental struggle is to recognize when it happens, step back, and shift our focus toward faith, clarity, and trust in a greater plan. Life is full of uncertainties, and no matter how much we try to control every detail, there will always be situations beyond our understanding. This is where trust in a higher plan becomes essential. Instead of trying to predict every outcome or worry about things outside our control, we can choose to believe that there is a greater wisdom at work guiding our steps. Many times we stress over things that never happen or dwell on problems that resolve themselves over time. This is because we often see only a small part of the bigger picture. What may seem like a setback today could be preparing us for something greater tomorrow. When we trust in a higher plan, we stop resisting every challenge and start seeing them as opportunities for growth and learning. Trusting does not mean ignoring responsibilities or failing to plan. It means doing our best while recognizing that some answers will unfold in their own time. It means releasing unnecessary stress and allowing peace to take its place. When we let go of the need to control everything, we gain freedom. Freedom to live fully, to grow, and to walk confidently, knowing that we are being led in the right direction. Peace is not just the absence of problems. It is a state of mind that comes from placing our trust in something greater than ourselves. When we rely solely on our own understanding, we often become overwhelmed by life's uncertainties. Fear, doubt, and stress take over, making it difficult to experience true rest. However, when we shift our focus from our worries to faith, we open ourselves to a deep and lasting peace. Faith allows us to let go of the things we cannot control. Instead of constantly worrying about outcomes, we learn to trust that everything is working together for a purpose. This shift in perspective brings clarity, helping us navigate life's challenges without fear. Even in difficult situations, faith reminds us that we are not alone and that there is always a way forward. Embracing peace through faith means choosing to believe in a plan greater than our own. It means replacing anxiety with trust, stress with surrender, and doubt with confidence. When we cultivate this mindset, we experience a peace that is unshaken by circumstances. It is a peace that strengthens us, guides us, and allows us to live each day with joy and assurance no matter what comes our way. Many people believe that strength comes from control, controlling outcomes, circumstances, and even people. However, true strength is found in surrendering to a greater wisdom. Surrender does not mean giving up. Rather, it means letting go of unnecessary burdens and trusting that everything is working out as it should. When we hold on too tightly to our worries and fears, we exhaust ourselves emotionally and mentally. We try to force solutions, push our own plans, and resist changes that might actually be leading us towards something better. But when we surrender, we release that inner struggle. We accept that we do not have to figure everything out on our own. This surrender brings peace, clarity, and a renewed sense of purpose. Letting go does not mean living passively. It means taking action with faith rather than fear. It means doing our best while allowing room for divine guidance. When we shift from striving to trusting, we experience a deep inner strength that sustains us through life's challenges. In surrender, we find freedom. In trust, we find true peace. And in faith, we find the courage to move forward with confidence. Fear is one of the biggest obstacles to peace. It keeps us trapped in a cycle of worry, preventing us from stepping into the fullness of life. When we allow fear to dominate our thoughts, we begin to doubt our abilities, second-guess our decisions, and hesitate in moments where we should move forward with confidence. However, fear is not an undefeatable force. It is a mindset that can be changed. Confidence is built when we shift our focus from fear to faith. Instead of worrying about all the ways things could go wrong, we choose to believe that we are being guided in the right direction. This does not mean that challenges will disappear, but it does mean that we will face them with a strong and steady heart. Replacing fear with confidence requires a conscious decision to trust in a greater plan. It means reminding ourselves that we are capable, prepared, and supported. When we walk in faith rather than fear, we unlock new opportunities, take bold steps toward our purpose, and experience a peace that no external circumstance can shake. Confidence is not the absence of fear, it is the decision to move forward despite it. One of the greatest obstacles to peace is the tendency to live either in the past or in the future. Many people dwell on past mistakes, regrets, or missed opportunities, allowing these thoughts to shape their present mindset. Others are consumed by anxiety about the future, worrying about what will happen next, or fearing the unknown. In both cases, we miss out on the only moment we truly have right now. Living in the present requires a shift in perspective. It means accepting that the past cannot be changed and the future is not yet here. Instead of allowing our minds to drift into worry or regret, we focus on making the most of today. This mindset brings clarity, reduces stress, and allows us to experience life more fully. When we embrace the present, we become more aware of the blessings around us. We appreciate the people in our lives, the opportunities before us, and the simple joys of each day. We stop striving for control and instead learn to trust the journey. By choosing to live in the now, we open ourselves to true peace, knowing that each moment is a gift to be cherished. Our thoughts shape our reality. The way we think determines how we feel, how we act, and ultimately the kind of life we experience. When our minds are filled with fear, doubt, and negativity, we struggle to find peace. However, when we renew our minds with faith, hope, and truth, we open the door to transformation. A renewed mind begins with awareness. We must recognize negative thought patterns and replace them with thoughts that bring life and strength. Instead of dwelling on failures, we focus on growth. Instead of fearing the worst, we choose to expect good things. This shift in thinking does not happen overnight, but through daily practice, we can train our minds to operate in peace rather than worry. Renewing the mind also requires guarding what we allow into our thoughts. The voices we listen to, whether from people, media, or our own self-talk, shape our beliefs. By feeding our minds with wisdom, truth, and encouragement, we cultivate an inner peace that is unshakable. True peace is not just about external circumstances, but about mastering our inner world. When we renew our minds, we step into a life of clarity, confidence, and lasting peace.